My husband and I are thinking about having a baby. I can't believe there's 20 feet of books on the subject.
That is so wonderful. You're going to want this.
Oh, don't stop using birth control until you read this book.
Did you know they can now detect over 12,000 different genetic disorders that are caused by just various chemicals and their effect on the sperm and the egg? Oh, you and your partner are not going to want your baby to be deformed or to grow up to be a pedophile if you can help it.
Well, no.
Oh, and after you've conceived, you're going to want this one, How to Ace Your Prenatal Blood Test. It gives you all the dietary needs for each stage of pregnancy so your baby is healthy and won't have any food allergies. Oh, and then there's this one, How to Build Buff Labor Muscles. Tells you all the exercises you'll need to do daily to get in shape for delivery.
Thank you, I suppose.
And let's not forget about this one. Your emotional health during pregnancy has a profound effect on the development of the fetus, and this will go through all of the emotional support, the quality and quantity of sex your husband will need to give you at each stage so that your child won't develop any kind of personality disorders.
I didn't realize that.
And your husband's also going to want this one, videotaping the blessed event. It'll show him how to get all the best shots and how to share the event with your friends and family on YouTube for generations to come.
I don't think that we're probably...
That reminds me, though, if you do end up having to have a C-section and you are a busy single CEO like me, you're going to want this one, Cesareans for Professionals, indispensable. Help me close a $300K deal while I was on the table.
No. Natural childbirth is the only way to go. This outlines all of the health benefits for your baby as well as going through the 12 different kinds of midwives so that you pick the one that's best for you. Personally, I would recommend a water bath and a tub in your own home.
But if you want to avoid that whole birth thing, you're going to need this one on adoption. Ethiopian babies are really hot this year.
I'm sorry, that whole birth?
Now, 9 months may seem like a long time, but since there's so much that you have to study up on just to be a perfect mom, believe me, you'll wish you had at least another 6 months. For instance, naming a child is like launching a product. If the corporation doesn't get the name right, even the greatest product in the world is bound to fail. Same goes for your child.
That's totally true. Studies have found that people whose initials spell words like ASS or TIT will never be taken seriously in their professional careers. Research also shows that kids with embarrassing first names are more likely to get bullied, have lower IQs, and will spend up to $67,000 more through their lives on therapy.
But if you get the name right, not only is your kid going to be popular and earn $1 million more over the course of their lifetime, he or she will be 34% less likely to get divorced.
What does it take to be a mom these days? A PhD?
So unlike our parents, we are so incredibly fortunate to know about the thousands of things that could have just tragic outcomes in the lives of our children. So there's this app that has compiled the thousands of chemicals that scientists are worried about from our food and from household cleaning supplies, and lets you know about them when you take a picture, click, and lets you know if you should buy it or not.
Ooh. And, you really would like to avoid the guilt that would come with having a child either get unexpectedly injured or die. So that book completely tells you how to childproof your home and car.
But this is important because having a non-sterile environment is the most dangerous of all. That one tells you how to sterilize your home, the playpen, husband, in-laws when they come to visit.
Now, for millions of years, parents have been making thousands of mistakes when it comes to raising their kids. And mankind has been paying for it with wars, crime, prejudice, and dysfunctional families, just to name a few. But thanks to modern pediatric science, babies now come with hundreds of instruction manuals. And those are the best ones, preventing you from becoming a feature on the America's Worst Moms blog.
But since there's so many dangers and contaminants in today's homes, I highly recommend this home remodeler. Not only will he childproof your home, he'll also look for lead paint and replace any estrogen clone-spewing carpets so that your child won't grow up with a smaller penis. And this book will go over the 135 brain exercises that children need to go over within the first 3 months so that their intellect can grow to its fullest potential.
Ooh, and this book was written by scientists who use the exact same technology they usually use on bird calls and animal calls to look at babies' coos and expressions so they can tell you what your baby is trying to tell you, like if your baby thinks it might have an infectious disease.
But this one is really important because this one tells you all about the daycare applications, who has the best reputation, what you have to put on them so you can get your kid into med school or Harvard.
Oh, and this newsfeed app will keep you up to date on the hundreds of controversies always happening around childcare.
And when you mess up, this book will help you find the perfect baby therapist to solve all those problems.
Very important.
What an exciting time.
Good luck.
It's me, dear. Forget the kid. We're getting a dog.
BTW, Amazon has 57 books on puppy selection, 287 books on proper puppy care, 39 diet books for full-grown dogs, and...
Are you also suffering from info overload syndrome in some other aspect of your life? An extremely serious condition caused by apps and content aggregators that makes you feel that you'll never be smart enough to make the most out of the greatest experiences that life has to offer? A condition that you now know can't be alleviated by any drugs on the market, legal or illegal, or junk food for that matter? Well, thankfully, there is a place to help you cope. And of course, I'm talking about the comments section. It'll give you a few million shoulders to cry on. And if that doesn't work, you can use it as a verbal punching bag where you can vent all your frustrations out by yelling and screaming, all in caps. And when you're done, I'm sure the millions of people reading your comments will tell you what you need to hear. That they feel your pain and that you're not alone.